Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new video. So another weekend, another Warhammer release, and this weekend it is Deathwing Assault, one of the few Warhammer pre-orders that I've actually been able to get hold of recently. And in this video, I just want to take a bit of a brief closer look at all of the content we get in this box, including the models, the limited edition codex, the datasheet cards, and a ton more. So if you're interested in joining me as we strip back some of the secrets of the Dark Angels this weekend, then stick around. And here we are, the box itself. Now, I'm going to keep this unboxing video somewhat lean because I don't think you want to hear me talk for ages and ages about why I've got this box and everything like that. But straight off the bat, we get this incredible illustration of Deathwing Knights dishing out some much needed punishment. And I would love to get this actually as a frame print. I don't know if it's on the Warhammer art site just yet. And then on the back, the Dark Angel sigil with, I think, Belial, and I'm not sure who that is, or it might be the other way around. If you know in the comment section, please do post. I'm somewhat new to Dark Angels. This is my first Dark Angels army. I've been waiting ages since 3rd edition to collect Dark Angels, and understandably a Deathwing Assault Box has been the perfect moment for me to kind of scratch that, well, 15, 16 year itch. So there's no time like the present, as they say. Straight off the bat, it is Sprue City. There is nothing else yet that we can see in the box. There are a ton of sprues. I could try it and show off a few of these if I get some good photos. I think that is Belial straight off the bat. You can get us, yeah, actually that is Belial. I can see from some of the details. So nice to have him first and foremost amongst the things we're able to show off. And some of the detail here, I love this model, and seeing the showcase of it, I think it's one of the ones that I might actually do a bit of a deeper dive on in terms of some of the symbology and the imagery and the implied narrative behind the model, because there's so much you could read into it. But that is Belial, his one single sprue. I think we get the Dark Angels upgrade sprues here. Yeah, they do look like upgrade sprues. So I can see from the plasma cannon there, this is, yep, one of the upgrade sprues, and then we get another one, which is the complete copy here, with all the great detail, emblems, and everything that you'll want to see when you're customizing your first, or maybe your second, third, fifth, 10th Dark Angels force. But yeah, a ton of options on each of these. The heads in particular, do we have Terminator heads options? I don't think we do, no. But there is still a ton of customization here. I mean, I need the plasma cannon, certainly. Those are the main things I'll be thinking of when it comes to customizing my own Deathwing force. But yeah, you can see the detail here. I'm just trying to sort of linger on it to show you what's on these sprues. But by all means, check them out online if you want to see a little bit more of the detail. We then get, you know what, this is really... There is a ton of sprue stuff here. These are obviously the Knight sprues that we can see. So just going to show these off a little bit. Again, some of the detail is phenomenal. And I love these models. I don't know if I'm going to go maces or swords just yet, but yeah, I absolutely love these. They have started to get me wondering about what's going to happen with Grey Knight Terminators, because the Deathwing Knights do have if you look at their masks, they do have a little bit of a Grey Knight theme to them. So I'm not personally hoping we get Grey Knight upgrades. We need them, but I've got a lot of Grey Knight Terminators that I've just built. So at the same time, I'm a little bit worried that we are going to see a massive swathe of Grey Knights. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about Grey Knights here. You can see from the sprue that there is a ton of really cool stuff to play with. This is just the standard Deathwing Terminator sprue. Just the standard Terminator sprue, actually. Sorry, I don't know why I said it was a Deathwing sprue. This is just Terminator sprue. So if you've had Terminators or collected them in the past, you'll be familiar. Again, more Terminators, so all is good. I think actually we get, yep, those are more Terminators. Understandably, these are more Terminators. They haven't broken them down because obviously they've got a bigger box to play with. But yeah, all the options you'll be familiar with from the base new Terminator set from Leviathan onwards. And then finally another Knight sprue. I'll see if I can show this off a little bit better now. So again, you're getting some really great detailed components on these. And interestingly, they've got their own teleport homer. I don't think there's anything particularly Dark Angel-y about that, but we shall see. And then these are the helmets I was mentioning earlier in reference to Grey Knights. Again, I think Grey Knights Terminators are getting an upgrade. That's the last I'll say on the matter, because having done this much work for the Deathwing Knights, I think there isn't much more they'd need to upgrade those particular models. But yeah, the shield emblems, just the kind of heraldry is what I really love about the Dark Angels. They just have so much great heraldry to them. But yeah, you can see this is what the sprue is going to look like, and no doubt it will be exactly the same when the models come out separately. And then the big reveal of all the extra bits and pieces that come with this set. And there we have it. I've got rid of all the annoying cellophane and the bases because I don't think they're particularly interesting to see me unwrap. But starting with the data sheet cards, Lionel Johnson on one side and then Azrael, I think, on the other side. I might be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. But anyways, jumping in straight away to the data sheet cards, you can see that this covers pretty much the majority of all of the units that you would field necessarily in a Dark Angels force. You've got Lionel Johnson here and a lot of the main character units. So Azrael, Asmodai, sorry if I get this a little bit more ordered, Lazarus, and then you've got the Deathwing Terminators, Deathwing Knights, Ravenwing Black Knights, the Nephilim Jet Fighter, and then even Intercessor and Hellblaster squads are in there as well. So I won't go through all the data sheets for obvious reasons because that will take all week. But looking at the back of them, firstly, you get this really great image from, I think it was 5th edition Warhammer 40k, might have been 6th, or it could be even 7th for all I know. But either way, it's really great to see some of this nostalgic artwork coming back. I don't know why I'm flicking through, it's all the same, but you've got the Dark Angels iconography front and center. And even better, I don't know if you can see in this video, these are actually gilded. So there's a kind of copper bronze edging to all of these. So they really look nice, all stacked up. So yeah, really a lot of effort has been put into showing these off and creating something, again, that feels very collectible. But speaking of collectible, actually, let's get the transfers out of the way first, because I think the Codex is the main event by far. Just 2 simple transfer sheet packs. They'll be useful if you want to do that stuff. Sometimes people find that a bit too delicate, but it's great that they've included those, as you would expect. The instructions I'm not going to cover. They obviously are pretty explanatory in and of themselves, but here is the main event for me. I love the fact that they have gone for the 3rd edition Dark Angels Codex artwork for the front of this. Again, I've not played Dark Angels before, but I have been aware of them ever since I got into 40k back in 2002. And I absolutely love this artwork. And it's odd because collecting my first Dark Angels force for the first time in 2024, I'm still oddly nostalgic for the Dark Angels thanks to artwork like this. So it's really great that they've put this front and center of the book. And again, this art piece here coming from that edition of 40k on the back, it's just a beautiful collector's piece. I'm not going to show off everything here because I want to do a bit more of a deep dive on the Codex. But flicking through in reverse, we've got obviously the main rules and profiles and things like that. Hobby stuff that you would expect, and then more showcasing before, well, prior to getting into the lore and things like that. So the Deathwing, Ravenwing, and some of the history and background of where the Dark Angels are right now. And so there we have it, the secrets of the Deathwing Assault Box finally revealed. Hopefully it's been kind of interesting to see what's been in this particular set, and I can't wait to get stuck into the Codex, the datasheet cards, and particularly Belial out of all the characters. He's going to be a really fun one for me to customise, and I've got a few conversion ideas for him. But I'm keen to hear your thoughts. If you've managed to pick up this set, what are your thoughts about the content and your hopes for Dark Angels going through the rest of 10th edition? And if you weren't able to get it, are you hoping to get the standalone releases? And what are your expectations for the other chapters as we move through the 2024 release cycle? I don't think this will be the only Astartes collector's box to come out this year by far, and I'm really interested to hear your thoughts about what might be coming down the line. But as always, a big thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to join me for future Warhammer videos, and I hope to see you for my next one. But until then, take care.